Toyota is one of the largest car manufacturers in the world, and like so many others, it chooses to promote itself in the cauldron of motorsport. Whilst its time in Formula One from 2002 to 2009 was largely forgettable, it's had much more of an impact in sports car racing. However, Toyota has never won the world's most prestigious sports car race of them all, the Le Mans 24 Hours. Toyota has now come painfully close on 5 separate occasions, and remains the most successful team never to win at the Circuit de la Sarthe. These are the stories of Toyota's multiple near misses at Le Mans. We start in 1994. Toyota had factory representation at Le Mans every year bar one between 1987 and 1993, but it finally came close to victory in 1994 with a privateer. An updated version of its V8 powered design dating back to 1989, run by the Sard team, was on course for victory in the hands of Eddie Irvine, Mauro Martini and Jeff Krosnoff when the gear linkage broke with just 90 minutes to go. Krosnoff was able to make a quick fix to get back to the pits, and the car ended up second. Next up is 1998. Toyota could have won in the very first year of its most concerted Le Mans campaign ever. The GT1, developed in the same Cologne factory as today's TS050, had a performance advantage, and the car, driven by Thierry Boutsen, Ralph Kellerner and Jeff Lees, was in front by 40 seconds when the gearbox failed with just 80 minutes to go. The car had already undergone 2 changes of gear cluster, and it appears that the sump plug had not been correctly tightened. A lack of gearbox oil ultimately did for Toyota. Toyota was back, and a year later in 1999 again missed out on victory. The fleet of reworked GT1s fought 2 separate battles with the ultimately triumphant BMW V12 LMR. The entry in which Alan McNish had joined Boutsen and Kellerner was battling with the leading BMW when it was punted out in the night by a backmarker. The subsequent retirement of the best of the BMWs turned the race into a battle between the surviving cars from BMW and Toyota. Ukyo Katayama, Toshio Suzuki and Kiichi Tsuchiya were arguably on course for a narrow victory before sustaining a puncture after being forced over the curbs by yet another backmarker. Moving on to the 21st century, Toyota again missed out in 2014. Toyota had a narrow but stable advantage over Audi during the night when a problem with an FIA sensor stranded Kazuki Nakajima out on the track. Toyota knew it had a glitch and had just called the TSO40 hybrid, which the Japanese drivers steered with Alex Wurz and Stefan Sarazan, into the pit. The car was a few kilometres short of the garage when the sensor's loom burnt out. The fix would have taken a couple of minutes, about the same time as the lead it had over the chasing Audi. And finally, and most heartbreaking of all, we have the 2016 Le Mans 24 Hours. For 23.5 hours of this race, Toyota was in command. The number 6 car had been delayed by a spin and resulting floor damage, but remained a comfortable third, whilst the number 5 Toyota led. Porsche were able to match the pace of the Toyota, only for a slow puncture to delay the only threat to the Japanese entrant with half an hour to go, although the Porsche was able to rejoin in second. This was to be the race that ended Toyota's Le Mans curse. But then, with just a lap and a half remaining, a turbo problem surfaced on the leading number 5 car, stranding it on the start-finish line with just 3 minutes to go. The Porsche team couldn't believe what had just happened, as Toyota had once again snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. And to make matters even worse, when the number 5 Toyota eventually restarted and completed the final lap, it did so too slowly and was deemed a retirement, meaning that the number 5 crew lost their second place as well. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like and subscribe, of course. And on the screen are 2 more videos that I think you might enjoy if you enjoyed this one. Once again, thank you very much for watching.